priests and spiritualists gathered in South Florida today. They were looking for a better understanding of African culture and religion. The aim to achieve mainstream acceptance of practices that some might view as, well, extreme. CBS 4's Gary Nelson has this report that we must warn you contains scenes of animal sacrifice.
Voodoo ritual, spells, sacrifice, the stuff movies are made of.
This is an event
But at Florida International University today, it was the stuff of academia, a conference on African culture and religion that is infused in South Florida.
So many Cuban Santeria here, Haitian voodoo specialists. We want to use those knowledge and incorporate them, mainstream them into our academic curriculum.
Mainstream them?
Mainstream.
Voodoo?
Mainstream them, because they do contain important knowledge systems.
They have been on the fringe. Santerias, with animal sacrifice and the like, a practice the Supreme Court says is protected speech. Barbaric to some, to devotees it is a reverent spiritual act.
There are prayers that are done to the animal. It's prayers of atonement, of expiation, of asking their permission. Unlike when you go to McDonald's or Kentucky Fried Chicken, the way that those chickens, that's slaughtered. We don't slaughter animals.
And then there is this. We have seen caskets unearthed in South Florida by nighttime visitors who have used human remains along with animal sacrifice to invoke the favor of spirits. Just another day at church, some at this conference believe.
When voodoo-like followers go into a cemetery and use the remains of humans in their worship, that's sort of like Baptists taking communion on Sunday?
Absolutely. You have the Holy Sacrament, which is reverence of the dead. You know, you to partake of the body and the blood of Christ to emulate the qualities that Christ had. So it's all the same thing.
A perspective far from the mainstream, but looking for a tolerant ear today at FIU.
And so followers of religions from the dark continent hope that through education and communication, others will come to understand the ways of spells and sacrifice of the living and the dead. For some, it's going to take a leap of faith. In Miami, Gary Nelson, CBS 4 News.